Hold together.
Let's get it down here. Come on,
Do we keep this or do we give it back? Keep it.
come on.
So, Jody, this goes in general fund.
Like to call Gallatin County Board of Education regular working meeting on 11/4/1700 p.m. at the Wallace Central Office Building. I'd like to welcome everyone. Myself, Becky, and Amanda is here, so we do have a quorum of 3 of the 5. Stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I need a motion to approve the agenda.
I move to approve.
Miss Amanda so moves.
I'll second.
Miss Becky seconds. Hearing any public comments? Hearing no
Well-
one from the public?
We have to vote, don't we?
It was 3-0, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That motion did carry. Item 3, approval of the agenda. Miss Amanda motion, Miss Becky seconded, it was 3-0 in favor. Hearing no public comments. Board member comments. Miss Ashley is here. So, we have 4 or 5. Miss Becky,
Don't think I have any comments.
I guess you,
She's good.
Oh my gosh.
Miss Amanda,
Nothing tonight.
Miss Ashley.
Nope.
Couple quick things. I've got part of the information already on the banners and placards. You gonna get me, finish that list out for me, Miss Mary Jane? And the list on the rest of them?
I do not have, all of my deposits say ads for deposit in the system, so I'll have to pull them by hand to see who the checks are for.
And
But
we
I
got-
will have it for you
And
tomorrow.
we don't, there's no way of keeping exactly who in
Well-
our system, who receiving the check from like the other
I mean,
vendors
I can
and
start
stuff.
putting that in the notes, just the short note that
You
pulls up.
copy the checks, right?
Yeah, I just have to pull them by hand to track it down.
What are we talking about? I'm sorry.
Banners and placards.
Okay.
On our banners and placards, I was just kinda curious how much we was bringing in a year.
Oh, okay.
On banners and placards, and how much, yeah, I have a reason, I'll get with y'all later on it.
All right.
The sheriff's department, we're getting our money from them for the tax collection.
I think it's coming this week.
Okay, and we're caught up to them as far as their SROs and everything?
Yes.
So we're not behind to them or anything?
No,
Okay,
every invoice they've sent me, I've paid.
okay. That's all I had. Recommend action, new business, item 6A. Review approved second reading of policy prohibiting CRT.
I move to approve.
Give me 1 second here. That would be policy number 094283. Miss Amanda so moves. I'll second. Any discussion? Hearing no further discussion, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, motion carries 4-0. Item 8B, review approved second reading of policy prohibiting instructional sexual orientation or gender identity, grades K-8.
Move to approve.
Miss Amanda so moves,
Second.
Miss Becky seconds. Any discussion?
Yes.
Miss Ashley, floor is yours.
Yeah, I would like to amend it to say K through 12.
So you're making a motion to amend. I have a motion to amend. I'll second so we can have discussion on it. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I think high school can make their own choices.
I think it'd be too hard to dictate all the books and everything we would have to,
Are you talking about in the library?
yeah, for K through 12 if we're gonna do that. I mean, I'm kinda in favor of Becky. I think at that age they can,
I think they're still immature and they're still trying to figure out who they are and themselves.
I don't disagree, but we just can't shield them forever.
I don't disagree with that, but I also think that what we're supposed to do is educate, and if it doesn't have to do with education, then I don't think it needs to be a part of it.
Any other discussion? First thing we need to do is, vote on the motion to amend. All in favor signify by saying aye
Aye.
on the motion to amend.
I'm not.
Oh, sorry, no.
Okay,
There was
What
one
do we
in
do now?
favor of that?
now hold it.
Oh, what do we?
We're voting, we have to vote on the, you have made the motion to amend, I second this so we can discuss it. So I have to vote on the motion to amend first, and then vote on the original motion. Right now, the board is voting on the on the motion to amend from K-8 to K-12.
Yeah,
And I
that's
just wanted to
accurate,
make
so
sure
that, yeah.
everybody was,
So I'm a no, sorry.
okay. So the vote is for the motion to amend. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign.
Aye.
Motion fails, 2-2. Now, back to the original motion. Review approval of the second reading, which included K through 8. Miss Amanda motion, Miss Becky seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed.
I mean, no, I'd rather something be passed. I mean, even if it's not, I'd rather it be something.
That motion carries 4-0. Anytime, Ashley, anytime a motion ties, then it automatically kills it. It kills that part of the motion anytime we tie.
Okay.
Item C, review approved contract with Centos. Mr. Eddy, any major concerns on that?
No, I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be a good thing. Financially, it's gonna save quite a bit of money, but I also think at the same time, we're gonna get a better product out of it. I think the customer service is gonna be a little bit better, but more importantly, it's gonna also include all of our area rugs in the building where they are monthly taken back, and you get new clean rugs monthly. In addition, you're going to get mops and dust mops. Instead of us trying to wash those by hand, do a good job with those, they will take them back, exchange it, professionally clean them, and bring us new exchanges bi-weekly. So I think for the service we're gonna get, I think it's gonna be a lot better. In addition, I'm lowballing here, but I'm hopeful it'll save about 40%.
Thank you. Any other questions?
I move to approve.
Miss Amanda, so moves.
Second.
Miss Ashley seconds. Hearing no further discussion, all in favor, if Jake didn't have a problem with the contract, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same side.
Yeah, I see that.
No, there was not, there was
Aye.
one minor tweak that I gave to David already, so it's good.
Item D, review approved to give Mr. Arman authorization to surplus workout equipment. How many times are we gonna authorize this?
I think we talked about it before. I don't know that we ever actually advertised it and did it.
Where are you gonna advertise it at, Mr. Arman?
We'll do it in the paper and, list everything, and we'll post pictures on the website.
Okay. Also move.
I would say technically the motion's supposed to be to declare it surplus, not to give Mr. Arvin. The board's supposed to be the one doing it.
Correct,
So
but
the motion is
for
to
him to
surplus.
move it.
Yeah, so the board's declaring it surplus should be the motion.
Well, here, I'm gonna withdraw my motion. So the motion's gonna be review approved to give
To declare,
Mr. Arvin authorization from the board to surplus the workout equipment. However you wanna say it, Jim.
the motion should be to declare the workout equipment surplus.
That's fine.
And then
that's-
give Mr. Arvin
That's,
for it.
that's
Yeah.
the motion. Did you get that?
Yep.
Okay. I so moved.
Second.
Miss Amanda seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, 4-0. Attorneys, they mess anything up.
Keep you out of trouble, bro.
I ain't worried about that. Discuss, approve, item E, discuss, approve discipline matrix. I had to put on there, stuff come up that we had learned last meeting. did we get that cleaned up, once the board suspends someone, did all they get cleaned up? And what we had discussed as far as if the board puts punishment in, they get sent to Wildcat Academy after that, they are allowed to attend.
So-
Not that it's stacked on after the board does their thing.
So that's the email, I sent you guys an email, that next Friday that had, I printed it, so hold on, it's sitting in my office, let me.
You know how
get
mine works, Mr. Arthur.
Yeah, I know. But,
Some stuff comes through, some stuff I never see.
I didn't get here early enough for this Saturday.
so this was at the tail end, and it was the last section of that email.
He must thought it was important, I already had it printed.
Or hardest, it's not been that long, but I can anticipate every now and then some of the questions I would get. So, but that is the high school site-based policy. And how it talked about behavior and some of the different things as it related to prom. So, you know, that was not new. You know, as far as suspensions and things preventing you from doing it. I think the question came up was some with the way a nicotine vape was handled last year versus this year. Was different. At the same time, this information was gone over with the students on 2 separate occasions at the high school early in the year. And the policy changes were printed out and handed out to parents at open house. So,
It says that 2 unexcused absences.
I have that marked. I guarantee you we're not following that.
No.
I guarantee it.
that's what they put.
Yeah, but who's adhering to that? Number 6. If I was to pull records of everybody that went to prom,
The last, I mean, they don't let them, I mean, they've got a list. They keep up with it and they go over it with students. But again, they've got 8 parent notes.
yeah, but if this here says
So,
true.
so I
This is
mean.
just 2 unexcused.
So
Okay.
technically, they would have to miss 10 days before that would catch them.
Gotcha.
So where on here does it say specifically any expulsion or suspension? Or are we just taking that as,
Under 6, it says no suspension. This is the first time
Okay.
I'm seeing this, but I mean, it does say no suspension, so you're gonna be suspended before you're expelled. So I guess that's what they're catching it all at. But 6 also says at the bottom of the student in violation of any of these, administration has discretion to allow or not allow. So, I mean, the administration could just.
Oh, okay. It does.
Allow attendance for all the vapes, seems to me, that's the easy fix.
yeah, I would agree. Keep us out of it.
As long as it's the same for everybody,
That's,
for the most part.
trying to find something here. Y'all talk for just about 10 more seconds.
Well, I'm going
What are we talking about?
Was that Senate Bill 150 or House Bill 150, where anything that site-based councils did, Jake, and it followed, I think it was 79 OAG 321, I think.
That was Senate Bill 150, probably about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, that was 23, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
July 23. In there, and I think, Mr. Arvin, you and I have talked about this before, under that, prior to site-based doing anything after that was passed, basically in there, the way it's worded, you have to approve it after consulting with the board, okay? I think I can speak for myself on this, plus some of the other board members on this. The problem that we seem to be running into, which comes back to the failed drug test, as we have discussed before. If you get someone that fails a drug test, and which Jake and I has had this discussion quite length before, the fruits of poisonous trees, the legal term Jake uses on it, I understand all that. My question is, though, and has always been on this, where does the consistency come in?
You asking him or you asking me?
Oh, I'm asking you. That's what we pay you the big money for.
The consistency's in the policy. I mean, that policy predates me
But, and I
by,
understand that.
by a long time. So I mean, if we wanna make some adjustment to that policy to better line up with what we've done with the behavior matrix this year, I'm 100% in favor of doing that. Truth be told, that's something that, until it came up, that didn't even cross our minds.
Exactly.
So, but now that we've seen it, if we'd like to make an adjustment to that going forward, I think we should.
And that's
But that's, I can't make the adjustment.
Yeah.
correct, and I truly understand that, and you know that, but, you know, we get some parents in here that get upset with us, people get upset with us and things, and after looking at everything, when you've got board saying this is our policy, when Jake taught the SBDN classes, he should have just told them, go in there and vote to scrap all your things, adopt the boards and adjust them as needed. That's what we pay you the rest of the big money for. But that's something we need to,
But I mean, this is, Site-Based updated this, and I'm pretty sure it was in the policies and everything in their minutes that they sent over the summer.
no, they usually just say, because I've even questioned that before, Jake's probably 1,000 times heard me say, okay, you said say updated policy, what procedure did you? And once again, it's still generic information in those. So what I'm gonna recommend to the board is between now and the end of the year, us go through that and, bring something back to the board at the end of December, take effect in January, if that's okay.
It sure, but that's why, a couple of things, the prom attendance, I mean, you don't have a board policy on that, so SBDM's gonna have a lot of more specific policies. You know, I think this thing is fairly strict. I guess it's too strict, like you all, it's too strict, is that?
So, no, I think the idea behind it is we're trying to prove a point, right? But some of these are good
Yeah.
kids, and they all do, some do deserve a second chance. Now, obviously, some of these have a history of bad behavior. Those are gonna obviously maybe fall into that. But you do have your couple one-offs that deserve a second chance, and if they,
Will that relief valve in there not solve it?
I think it
I mean,
should.
if your principal, I don't know, your principal's not here, but if he's saying, you know, if he's agreeing that, hey, these vape kids should be allowed to attend the prom, it says right there, he's got the discretion to allow it. So if he's just gonna have a blanket rule that, you know, all these vape kids that were expelled for vapes, just for the vapes, can still attend a prom.
That's
I
if
think
they don't
that's
have
all.
any other behavior.
Yeah, we're talking about just the prom. or
Yeah,
just
so
the-
if they just have just
the
that on their
vape,
record.
Just the vape can be waived. Will he be okay with that?
I mean,
I mean, he's the one that's got authority to do
Yeah.
it there, so if he's willing to do it.
I can have that
Then you can
conversation.
go amend it for sure, but I'm saying this was, you know, in effect at the first of the year, it's got a relief valve in there, so I think it's fixable, and that'll give you time.
And that's what I said, that gives us time to, between
Yeah.
now and the end of the school, or end of
You
the,
go
this
that?
fiscal year.
Yeah, I think principal discretion is good, that's why he gets paid the second biggest buck.
I thought you were second.
No, I. There's a little point by me.
And then when we have the calendar meeting, then he'll be the big bucks.
So
we just put that on record.
But, does that work
I
with everybody?
think principal
Yeah.
And
discretion.
it gives a chance to get it cleaned up, get it,
I think both are
Get it out
right.
there
I
and
think
stuff and
it's,
work
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
think,
if
and
there's,
two, I'm gonna say this too, from your all's point, from administration, everybody in this room, if there's stuff that you all think needs to be put in there, now's the time for us to do it, to get everybody on the same page.
yeah. I mean, I could have quoted you what that policy was before, because when I first got here, I dug it up and, asked somebody, I said, oh, shouldn't we be doing this? And they said, yeah. I said, well, when was the last time we've done it? And they're like, it's probably been at least 2 years. So that's when we started back doing it,
I've been on this board 9 years, and some of the policies. we've
was
never-
when I found the policy, and so we started doing the drug testing again and everything else, so I'm very familiar with what's in
We've spent long
it.
enough on item E, Mr. Arbin, I appreciate your input. But not we'll try to get something, get everybody, and get it out to everybody by end of, for December, second meeting in December. That work for everybody? Moving on to item F, discuss proof food distribution for students. Probably not gonna need it. I don't know where my question gets messed up here at. How much per student does each meal cost us? Maybe I need to simplify it. How much does it cost us per student per meal? Has anybody got that number?
So when you say that, are you talking about like the regular meals every day, or what we send home special for kids like on the weekend?
If a student walks through that cafeteria line, gets food, how much does that cost us before we get reimbursed U.S. Department of Agriculture and anybody else?
So regular school line.
Yes.
But the
Okay.
cost,
Lunch.
the cost of the school, not what we charge a student, the
Correct.
cost of this meal.
Probably Jane Lynn would only have that
Like 71
information.
cents.
Yeah, I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about the stuff to send home on the weekend.
That's why I asked the board, cause,
Well,
it's not your fault. I figured I just wasn't,
I'll get those
I didn't
numbers
know
for
of any
you.
way else to ask it the way I've been asking it.
There's a lot of stuff that goes into that. To be honest, if we have a cost at all that we foot, it's very little, because we are 100% free lunch
Yeah,
program.
but I think he's talking about before the
before
reimbursement.
the
Yes.
reimbursement. Before the reimbursement, and talking to Ms. Brown today, we can run, and this is not exact per meal, but we've got enough built into the budget. She said that if, hypothetically, if we did not get reimbursements, then we could cover about a month's worth of students' lunch before the food service budget would dry up.
As of today, we can probably make it through January if the federal government doesn't settle their differences.
I figured that'd be open by this week.
Because we get our reimbursements a month late. So right now, we have approval to get our reimbursements for November. We'll get that money in December. If they've not settled in December, we'll have enough money to feed through December in the food service budget alone before we would have to dig anywhere else.
Okay.
Does that help? Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am. And,
Thank
but,
you.
My question still comes back to, does it cost us $5 a student? Does it cost us $8 a student?
I'm sure that Jane Lynn kinda has that in her head, and I will find out and get that to you.
There is
tomorrow
another
morning.
reason. Y'all know I don't ask questions without a reason. I'll tell you
Okay.
the other reason I'm asking on this.
Now that it's more clear, I'll have it in my
Yeah.
Friday email
And
that
I
you don't
didn't
read.
know how else to ask what I was asking, and that's why I said, when I asked the question, maybe it's the way I'm asking, I don't know. I do appreciate all the information you all got me, but I wanna know what it costs per student to feed them. And another reason I'm asking, we're Department of Agriculture, and everyone's doing this big push on buy fresh, buy local. I seen, something the other day, I think they said they was wanting to spend like 42 million or something next year on that program. Buying fresh, buying local, but before they do that, they're gonna need to change some laws and stuff, because like right now, one of the biggest suppliers here in the county that could supply us wouldn't be able to, because as Dan sits on the board, the other people that could do it wouldn't be able to do it, because your biggest farmers, most of spouses work here at the school district, so they would need to clean it up, change it. In my opinion, the county that's leading it, if we ever wanted to look into it, it would be probably Barron County down there. They're not only doing local produce, but they're also doing their beef and stuff local too, aren't they?
Not positive on that.
There's a lot of those districts that are buying beef.
And the reason I'm asking on that dollar amount is, when you're buying fresh, buying local, it's not gonna last as long. Just like, where Amanda's cooking tonight, that's probably not gonna
That's what I
last as
just
long,
said.
or it's getting dry.
I know, I was like, speaking of, but
But no, that's why I'm asking, just, if we can figure out that number. And
We'll get it.
I'd like to try to find a number on the waste, like if you're buying fresh, buying local, what kind of waste we get, and what it would cost us in amount of waste, and what we could, and that's something we can look at over the next, coming into the spring.
Okay.
Item 7, Jody, discussion items. What items would that have been?
Well, I thought E and F, but you said put them as E and F.
I call the question. Item 8. I so moved to adjourn.
Second.
Boy, that was a tie. Ms. Becky seconded it. All in favor?
I,
Opposed, same sign. Thank you all. Y'all have a good evening.
thank you.
Thank you.